Coming up on the Sports Desk, Southern Section titles are nice, but see if our schools could show the world that the best teams in the West reside right here in the city of Torrance. Plus, see how our community came together as we remember a rising star that lost his life way too soon. All that and more coming your way right now. Welcome to the Sports Desk. I am your host, Byron Newsome. Not only can you find me here, you're going to find me on Instagram and Twitter. That's at Byron Newsome TV. Make sure you send me your photos and your pictures and videos, and we will make sure to get you on the show. I'm starting to get a lot from people, so please continue to send them in. Now, we start today's show off with a story that has not only touched a school in our area, it has impacted an entire community. Just hours after hitting a two-run homer for the South Spartans in a victory over Hawthorne, Jesse Esforce Jr. was killed in a car accident at Crenshaw Boulevard and Crest Road here in Torrance. Sports Desk reporter Veronica Cobos was at South's campus as parents, teammates, and others from the community came out to pay homage to this special young man.
Hey Byron, I'm here at South High School for the vigil of Jesse Esforce Jr. Although media was not allowed inside, I was able to go in there and see all the overwhelming love and support that everybody had for his family and the baseball team. Back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Veronica. And not only did friends and family from South High come out, the South Bay baseball community made a strong showing. From neighboring schools like El Segundo and Hawthorne to local schools like Torrance North and El Camino, the community as a whole came out to honor Jesse. Esforce Jr. was a sophomore shortstop for the South Spartans baseball team. He started on varsity as a freshman, and he was on the Torrance 15-year-old All-Star team that won the Babe Ruth World Series last summer. Esforce Jr. was named the World Series Most Outstanding Player, and according to coaches and others that knew him, the sky was the limit for this young man. His family said all he wanted was to be a baseball player. And as far as they were concerned, he's playing baseball in heaven right now. According to his grandmother, Ruth Esforce, in her eyes, her grandson is already in the Hall of Fame. Services for Jesse will be held at Green Hills Memorial Park in Rancho Palos Verde. Visitation will be on Saturday, March 25th, and the funeral services will be on Sunday, March the 26th. So in the midst of all the heartfelt emotions surrounding Jesse Esforce, the girls' soccer team was in the middle of a playoff run that they hope to continue in his honor. A.J. Feldman was there as the #1 seeded Spartans took on Port of Los Angeles.
In the first half of South's playoff matchup against Port of Los Angeles, the Spartans were able to dominate their opponent. However, all of their offensive chances didn't translate into goals, and the teams went into the break scoreless.
You've got to be able to finish. You know, you come up in some games where you might only get a chance or two. You've got to be able to put them away. So it's definitely something that we need to work on.
I think we're missing just the finishing. We had 90%, I'd say, possession of the ball, but we just need to stick it in the back of the net, and we weren't doing that.
We weren't making runs, so we couldn't, and then we couldn't keep hold of the ball, so we kept losing it, and then we just weren't finishing our chances. We didn't come out as hard as we should have, so it took us a while to get goals.
However, things changed in the second half as Claire Grauwinkle fired a rocket that finally opened the floodgates, and Holly Kamerly followed up with a goal a few minutes later.
I think the first goal in the game really kind of sets the momentum for the next goals coming. It's kind of like opening a dam. It just keeps coming.
They got tired, and there was a lot of space in the middle, so we could dribble.
They all kind of step back and relax and start to move the ball a little bit. And, we've done it before. It's like once one comes, 2, 3, and 4 come.
And after South gave up a fluke goal to cut the lead to just 1, the Spartans had to buckle down to take home the win and advance to the next round.
I was really nervous because after they scored, they started coming out really hard, and we were losing the ball a lot.
Well, it's nerve-wracking. Being even still up by 1 it's scary in a state quarterfinal game. You don't want that, so we knew we needed another one to kind of bring it home.
The Spartans will take on Flint Ridge Prep in the semifinals of the CIF Regionals. Reporting for the Sports Desk, I'm AJ Feldman.
Thanks, AJ. And as the #1 seed, they hosted Flint Ridge Prep in the semifinal round. Now, this match came 2 days after Jesse Esforce passed away in the car accident. Players said that the game was so much bigger than all of them and that there was no losing on this day. They wanted to do it for Jesse, and they did. South trailed 1-0, but scored 3 unanswered goals to move on to the CIF Regional Division III Finals. So it's Saturday afternoon, and the South Spartans are hosting the final game of the tournament, South versus Claremont. These two teams met on March 4th for the CIF SS Championship, and South came out on top 1-0 in double overtime. Veronica Kobos was on the sidelines for this one as South goes for the regional championship and tries to beat Claremont one more time.
Hey Byron, I'm here at South High awaiting the state championship game between the South High Spartans and Claremont High School. For the South High Spartans, this wasn't just another championship game. It was a chance to raise the spirits of everyone around them after the grueling week that the South Bay had. They weren't playing for just themselves anymore. They were playing for their school, for Torrance, and for Jesse.
We just told them that they've worked hard all season, and you know, we've won almost every game up until now. Don't let the last one go. You know that our season's not done yet. That it had to keep going. That we had one more game. I'm sure everybody's heard that we lost one of our student athletes on Tuesday night, and we told the girls, and we did it on Thursday, and we did it tonight, and we played for him. His mom was here tonight, and it was amazing, and I think that just really motivated the girls.
South High scored early in the first half by a shot by Holly Kamerl, giving them a lead for most of the game until Claremont evened up the scoreboard.
I knew we were gonna get it back. There was just no losing. I knew our team had it. We wanted it more. Claremont had a great goal. They really played a great game, but we wanted to do it for Jesse. We wanted to do it for his family.
The game was then pushed into overtime, which motivated Claire Groundwinkle to help her team out and scoring the goal that won them the game, making it 2-1 and turning the Spartans into state champions.
It's a really important thing. We wanted this. This has been our goal since the beginning, and we achieved it.
Congratulations to the South High Spartans for winning state. For the Sports Desk, I'm Veronica Kobos.
Thanks, Veronica. Congratulations to the South High girls soccer team, winners of the 2017 CIF Southern Section and regional championships. And in the words of everyone from South High, we'll be right back.
Good morning. Hope you all had a good weekend and are ready to be inspired. One quick thing I want to remind you guys to be studying.
Major key alert. Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Today we're talking about inspirational quotes.
You want to get that paper? You better turn in that paper and get an A+. That's a major key. Another one. Mogul talk. You want to reach the mountaintop? You got to go hard. To succeed, you have to believe. Stay focused. Fly higher than the eagle. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote from recent history?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Metro Bike Share is a new way to see downtown LA. Getting around has never been easier by bike. Metro Bike Share lets you use public bikes for short trips. Walk-up 30-minute rides from the kiosk are $3.50. You just need a credit card. For frequent users, the best deal is a monthly or annual pass that you can buy online. You can take a bike from one station and return it to any other station, giving you the freedom to go where you want, when you want. It's a great way to get to transit, a meeting, a shopping trip, coffee, lunch, a rock show, or any other downtown destination. Bikes became available in downtown LA in July 2016, but we're already expanding. You'll see Bike Share in Pasadena, Venice, and the Port of LA in 2017. For a map of the downtown LA stations and more information, go to metro.net/bikeshare. Share the road. Share a bike.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you catch me on Instagram and Twitter. That's at Byron Newsome TV. Find out what's happening. Let me know what's happening, and we can make it happen right here on the Sports Desk. Now, the West Warriors basketball team has been struggling over the past few years. With the team suffering 3 consecutive losing seasons, second-year coach Neil Perlmutter and his staff hope to show gradual improvement this season. Well, they improved. Not gradually, though. After going 10-17 last season, the Warriors have an impressive 23 victories so far this year, a Pioneer League championship, a CIF Southern Section championship, and now they are hosting in the first round of a matchup against Milken Wildcats. It was early on, West and Milken. Down 2-0 in the first quarter, Alex Mishaw was off. Noah Carroll with the tip in ties the game early at 2. Ricky Turner guiding the Mishaw to Brandon Thomas for 3. They go up 9-7. Then it is Thomas again for 3. Long range early on. West leads 12-7. Threes were raining in this one. Milken scores. Then just before the buzzer, the first quarter is almost over. Alex Mishaw goes all the way down, pulls it up, and yes, West leads 17-14 after first quarter. Second quarter, Milken took a 3-point lead. Amida Affenjar for 2. West trails 26-23 after 4 in a row. The Warriors were leading by 1. 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Alex Mishaw, another buzzer beater, ladies and gentlemen. 26-29. West is up at the half. In the second half, it was about hustle. Thomas with the O board, Mishaw with the O board, and the bucket. West goes up as much as 9 in that quarter. West had too many weapons. Ricky Turner with the nice J as West goes on to win this one by 13 and move on to the next round against Helix, a team that had won 19 games in a row. Well, the Warriors and their faithful traveled down the 5 South but could not come home with a win. Helix beat our boys 82-65, ending what has been a great season for West High. Now, after an impressive run through the CIF Southern Section bracket, the Bishop Montgomery Knights are not being overlooked anymore. With wins over Sierra Canyon and Mater Dei, the Knights look to continue their great play as Anna Dominguez was there for their first round matchup with Torrey Pines.
Bishop Montgomery has the luxury of being the #1 seed heading into the state playoffs. And just 2 months ago, I spoke to Doug Mitchell asking him if his team was playing their best ball. He told me at that time they weren't playing their best game yet. But it's safe to say that Bishop Montgomery, they're playing their best basketball right now.
Bishop Montgomery got off to a slow start against Torrey Pines, who led for most of the first quarter and kept it close in the second.
Coach got after us with his style of coaching. He was yelling at us and all that type of stuff. But I think it came from us, too. We picked it up defensively first, and it helped us get our offense going.
The Knights kicked it into high gear in the third, capitalizing on fast breaks and a high-octane offense, which allowed Bishop Montgomery to post a lead of more than 20 points in the fourth.
When we get stops, we get rebounds, and we go out. They don't like to run. They like to run half court, so we just beat them in transition.
Well, I think we try to wear teams down with the way we play and our pressure and our running game. The better the team, it takes longer. So I think it takes a little longer, but I thought we kind of warmed down a little bit and got the transition game really going.
We were kind of just settling in, but in the second half, I felt like everyone felt like we had to get the win. We got to go into the next round.
With Bishop Montgomery's 64-49 win over Torrey Pines, the Knights will then play in the semifinals Tuesday against the defending champions, Chino Hills.
What will you focus on going into that game?
We'll focus on winning.
A lot of people underestimate us, and we know what we're capable of, and we just come out and try to do it every night.
With the Sports Desk, I'm Anna Dominguez.
The Knights move on to the next round, and the Sports Desk will keep you posted on their playoff run. While the boys continue to play, the girls' season has come to an end. The ladies lost in their first round of the state playoffs to Canyon by a score of 56-50. Even with the loss, it was another great season for the Lady Knights, who picked up their 8th CIF Southern Section title in girls basketball. The Torrance Tartars are coming off 2 consecutive winning seasons, but an 0-4 start for the boys volleyball team has them a little concerned. Can they turn things around against Culver City? At home, up 24-19 first set, Hamza Farouk with the finesse move. Tartars up 1-0. Then it was tied at 9 in the second set. Ryan Von Demmings, watch the hit, giving Torrance a point. THS leads 10-9 in the second set, but Culver City took over, up 21-24. They finished the Tartars off. Culver City ties it at 1 set apiece. In the third set, Culver City was a little long, giving Torrance a 25-23 win, 2-1. THS is up, tied at 19 in the fourth set. John Seta was a little, too strong for that one. Culver City up 20-19. We're tied at 21 when Orlando Pagata. He gets it. He gets it across. So we have a 1-point lead, only a few points away from actually winning the set and winning the game. Here we go, 2 points away. It is 23-22. But Culver City comes back and takes a 1-point lead. It's 24-23, a late mistake. It hits the ceiling, and Culver City ties it at 2 sets apiece. Tiebreaker set, up 14-10 is Culver City. Watch this play. They get the block and the victory. Winning fifth set, 15-10, as they come back to beat Torrance 3-2. The Tartars fall to 0-5 on the season, but they have plenty games left to turn things around. Also trying to pick up their first win of the season, the North Saxons play host to the Paramount Pirates, a team that has won 6 of its first 7 games. In North, down 3, first set, Cruz Padilla sets it up for the get down. Saxons down by 2, trailing 16-4. Tommy Fracker gets it for Padilla. Saxons within 1. It's tied 20 apiece when Paramount went on a 5-0 run. North couldn't get it done, losing the first set 25-20. North led 24-23 in the second set. Other than a 3-1 loss to Bell Gardens, Paramount has not lost a set in 5 matches. North had their chances, but Paramount came away with a 32-30 second set win. In the third set, it went to Paramount 25-22 as well, as North falls to 0-2 on the season, losing 3-0 to Paramount. Coming up next, could the El Camino Warriors overcome a 3-point deficit to pick up their 9th win in a row? Plus, mercy, mercy me. Can the women's softball team dominate another opponent and hit the showers early in their matchup with East LA? See all the scores and highlights when your Sports Desk returns.
Oceans and rocks. Places where fish swim and birds fly. Where mountains spring up and trees and grass grow all around. History is made, art is created, things happen that should always be remembered. Heroes emerge. A woman sets people free. A man makes light. A leader steps forward. People get together. They help each other out. They make their own places to run and play and contemplate the universe. There's pride and gratitude and fun. It belongs to everyone. It can be a place, a feeling, a state of mind. So get up, get out there, and find your park.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
Welcome back, and you already know the drill. You can see me here now, but I'm always on Twitter and Instagram. That's at Byron Newsome TV. Find out what's happening with us and let me know what's going on with you. Send me videos and pics from your games, and I will get you on the Sports Desk. Now, the number 3 ranked Warriors have not lost a game at home this season. Can they pick up win number 18 and protect the home field? Chaffee came to town looking to end the Warriors streak. On the baseball field we go. Bottom first, 0-0. Trevor Casanova rips one deep to left center field, but center fielder Christian Lyman is there. Elko, no runs, no hits in the first. Cassius Ham on the mound for Elko. Top of the second, strikes out Marcus Hernandez. Then Justin Wells goes down on strike. 0-0, top of the second. Now, we have bases loaded, 2 outs. Jordan Hernandez connects. Joel Asuna scores. Chaffee takes a 1-0 lead. Elko hasn't been behind much this season, but they take a 1-0 lead. Bases still loaded. Ham walks. Oscar Martin. Logan Goperton comes in. Chaffee leads by 2. This is rare. Still bottom of the second. He walks another batter. Elko trails 3-0. Now, after a quick conference on the mound, Ham picked up strikeout number 6 through 2 innings. So yeah, he walked a few, but he's been striking people out too. Warriors had some ground to make up, and they made it up, scoring 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and 5 in the 6th to come away with a 9-4 win. Only 2 losses on the season, and the Warriors are looking good going into the second half of the season. Now, they picked up their 10th win in a row a few days later against Mount Sac, beating them 11-7. Still undefeated at home, they will need to use that home cooking on the road as 4 of their next 6 will be away from Torrance. Also on a hot streak, the women's softball team had won 4 in a row coming into their matchup with East LA. Coming off a 12-0 shutout of El Camino Compton, can the bat stay hot for El Camino Warriors? It is leading 7-2 in the bottom of the 7th. Haley Reed doubles to right center. Ashley Machado scores. The Warriors go up 8-2. Now there are runners on second and third with 2 outs left. Ronnie Silas bunts. Now this is a normal play. The throw to first is off. So 2 runs, Jasmine Krause and Haley Reed score. Elko goes up 10-2. Because they led by 8 runs after 6 innings, the mercy rule was invoked and the game was over. 10-2 was the final in this one. The Warriors kept it going over the next week, winning 3 more, including a 13-6 win over Palomar and an 11-4 win over Santiago Canyon. This is now 8 wins in a row for the Lady Warriors, and they currently sit atop the South Coast South Division at 17-5. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our show today. On behalf of Torrance CitiCABLE and the Sports Desk, we would like to send our condolences to the Esforce family. You will be in our thoughts and our prayers. Make sure you tune in next time. We have got the Torrance sports scene on lock from the little kids all the way up to the big kids. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and don't forget to sprinkle your school spirit my way, and I'll be sure to get you on the show. Now, a few weeks ago, we did a story on the Torrance Girls Softball League, TGSL. And the TGSL president, Ted Holloway, said he expected this to be one of the best seasons ever. Well, they are making his prediction look accurate. This past weekend, the 12 and 14U teams won the LA South Bay Select Softball Tournament Championship in their divisions. And to show their dominance, the 12U team went 3-0, winning 12-0, 18-0, and 13-0 to win the tournament. Well, that is going to do it for this edition of the Sports Desk. Keep rising to the top, Torrance. We'll see you next time.